All right, now one of the biggest things that Hasbro has going on here has to do with Bumblebee and the Transformers. So I'm getting the scoop from Ben from Team Transformers. Tell me about all the great Bumblebee stuff here on this table, because you got a lot of stuff.
Now, the Bumblebee film has been really fun to work on. And as we really created this new story, the idea was to nod back to the past, bring all fans of the franchise into the property again, those that have kind of taken a break maybe, and bring that humor and a little bit of nostalgia and love for this cool, awesome, hilarious character Bumblebee to really theaters around the world this fall. And this is called DJ Bumblebee, so you could talk into him, and then he'll sing what you said back to the song.
Bumblebee.
So this is a perfect toy for girls, boys, adults to play with their kids, because it's actually quite hilarious. I think this is a perfect example of the playfulness of the film coming through in the toy. So we did a lot of fun things where we took favorite characters like, I'm sure you know this guy, Soundwave, and we redesigned him to look really like a vintage 80s boombox that we may have had as kids.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What is a boombox? Nobody knows what a boombox is.
Some of these to even create the packaging to look like you're carrying the boombox through the store. This is as close as possible as we can get to the original package. So we actually had the original art from the 1980s in our files digitally. They've been remastered. So we used the original art from the 80s. We did a couple of things to bring it up to spec of 2018, but this is the original toy from the 80s. This is our Bumblebee's Greatest Hits collection. It is a nod to the past. Such an inspiration back then, and so much innovation in the whole toy industry. And we want to celebrate that and bring some of the toys back to life as we go into the back half of this year. These are who you'll see this fall, and if the fans come flying to retail like we hope, I'm sure we'll be able to bring a couple more back next year.
This is some of the latest and greatest stuff you have here. Tell us about this, because this is a pretty impressive setup, and I kind of wish I had this in my house.
It's beautiful, right? Yeah. So this is not yet on shelves. This will be coming out next spring. This is our brand new part of the brand new trilogy called War for Cybertron. This is our Generations line, really meant for the older fan. And I say older fan, really even an 8 to 12-year-old kid loves this stuff. What's awesome about this line is it is a nod to G1, but it reimagines characters that we all loved growing up, gives them a new twist because it's a new story. So War for Cybertron, not talking a lot about that story right now. We'll talk a little more about it here at Comic-Con in our panel, but over the next couple months we'll share a lot. But here you see characters like Ultra Magnus and Hound, ones that we all love, but again, just a new look style. They're battle worn. It's the war, so we wanted to add a cool new...
Got that old Soviet Cold War scratchy look.
Yeah, they look like they've just been beaten up, right? So these are all Autobots. So we are not showing any of the Decepticons here yet, because we're not going to show really what's going on in the war. We don't want to tease that too much, but here in front you can see really the fan favorite Optimus Prime rolling into battle with huge weapons all over and this cool new truck look. So this is more of the truck you would see actually on Cybertron. So before the Transformers came to planet Earth and transcanned into Earthbound vehicles, they had wheels, but they hovered, they flew, and they just had a different look and feel about them.